like to introduce you to the S&K Pioneer Trail Crop Sprayer. It has a tank capacity of 3,300 litres when the tank is full, and boom widths from 18 to 24 metres are available. The gull wing style folding boom folds to a half width of 12 metres and is able to operate at that reduced width. A standard feature of the Pioneer is our Selftrack drawbar. The Selftrack drawbar is a simple, reliable tracking drawbar. It works on a geometry system and, as you can see, fits directly to the tractor 3-point linkage arms, which gives you excellent clearance under the machine. There are no complicated electronics or hydraulics. The system works on geometry, and the hydraulic cylinders that you can see are just a closed damping system which is moving oil from one side to the other side and allows us to control the movement of that drawbar to ensure that it operates smoothly and turns smoothly and there's no snaking as we're driving up the field. The pump is a 6-cylinder piston diaphragm pump with an output capacity of up to 260 litres per minute. This gives you a nice efficient fill speed, and the pumps are also self-priming. Here we see the suction filter. It's constantly filtering the flow going to the pump. As you can see, it's a large filter and it's mounted in a position where the operator can easily access it. As we move down the left hand side of the machine, we come to the operator control station. We've tried to keep all of these controls in the one position so the operator is here and stationed in this place when he's using the machine in a day-to-day operation. Firstly, we'll talk about the induction hopper. The induction hopper is on a rise and fall bracket, and so it lowers down to this operating height that you see in the picture. And it's a cyclone style hopper, so when it's flushing, the fluid is cycloning around the inside of the hopper, and it easily takes through all agrochemicals, including powders. There's also a can wash system and also a powerful jet to help take through those powders. Then there's the clean water tank. Clean water tank is obviously very important for the sprayer. It allows the operator to clean and flush the machine through before or after operation. We have 330 litres of clean water. That clean water can be used to flush through the system. So if, shall we say, the operator is rained off, he can not dilute that expensive mixture that he has in the tank, but it can take the clean water through the system, flushing through the spray lines and cleaning the nozzles, as I said, without diluting that expensive load of agrochemical. You can also see there's a simple sight gauge, just so the operator can quickly see how much water he has in his clean water tank, and also a connection for filling the clean water tank. The clean water tank is not filled through part of the spraying system. We don't want to contaminate that clean water tank, so it's a separate fill position. Above that, we have a clean water tank for your hand wash. So if in an emergency you need some clean water to wash your hands, there's 15 litres in that separate tank to be able to allow you to do that. Now we go to the main control levers. So the lever on the left hand side is controlling suction. There are 3 options. The position with the lever facing upwards that it's in now is the spraying position. And as you can see, the rear lever is also in the spraying position. They're logical. So what I mean by that is if they're both up, they're spraying. But if they're in the right hand position, they are washing. And if the levers are pointing down, they are filling. So it's nice and easy for the operator to get used to where those levers need to be and glance at them and see that they're in the correct position. As I said, the left hand lever is for suction and it's in the spraying position at the moment, so it's sucking from the sprayer tank. If you moved it to the right hand side, it would be sucking from the clean water tank for washing, and if you moved it to face downwards, it would be sucking from the infill position, and you would connect a fill hose to the coupling at the base of that lever. The right hand lever is for pressure, so where the pump is sending liquid to. At the moment it's in the spraying position and sending liquid to the nozzles. If you put the lever to the right, it would send it to some nozzles inside the main spraying tank,
for rinsing and flushing out the inside surfaces of the main sprayer tank. If you put the lever to the bottom, it's in the fill position. That means it's just sending it straight into the tank. The easiest way to get liquid straight into that big tank is just a direct side fill, and that's where the lever would be in the bottom position. In the left-hand position, that makes the induction hopper work. So when you're filling the sprayer with agrochemical, that would be the position for making the hopper work. The little red lever to the left and above the big lever at the bottom is turbo agitation. It's an adjustable agitation system. In addition to all of the fluid returning to tank that's not required, you have these powerful jets in the rear of the tank which you can turn on or off depending on whether you require more or less agitation. And then the black switch, that's controlling a station light. There's an LED light above the operator control station, so you can illuminate this control station if you're an early riser. And also the black switch controls the boom lighting. There's some LED lights on the rear of the sprayer, on the boom in fact, which will illuminate the whole boom width if you're up early in the morning and spraying in the dusk or dark. Then to the very right you can see a little clothing locker. That's controlling your PPE, or keeping your PPE in I should say. So your personal protective equipment, nice and safe in there, and also in the location where you're going to require it. The machine is fitted with a dry sight gauge, so there's a float inside the main sprayer tank, which obviously when the tank is full floats to the top of the tank. And then you can see the indicating gauge, which has two faces, so operator can see it when it's in the fill station, at the fill station, and you can also see it from the tractor seat. So as you can see, we have 1400 litres in the machine at the moment. And then as the tank empties, the indicator rises to the top of the gauge, which makes it nice and visible for the operator from the tractor seat. Also the boom rests on this machine. We have two boom rests, but there's something a little bit special about our boom rest system. The front boom rest is on a pivoting tipper plate. The boom's not sitting on a rigid boom rest, jumping up and down and bashing the boom. It sits on this plate which moves with the boom as the boom moves. During your working day, if you drop the boom or lower the boom onto that front tipper plate, the front rest, and then leave it sitting a couple of inches above the rear boom rest, what happens is the boom suspension, the height suspension on the lift cylinders, allows that boom to bounce up and down on the hydraulic cylinders and a gas accumulator, and then just pivot on this front tipping plate. So when you're rushing around up and down the rough farm tracks, the boom, even though it's in its folded position, is still being protected by the boom suspension system. Then when you park up at night, obviously drop the boom right down into the park position as you see it now, and it's sitting on the rear rest as well. The mud guards on the machine, they are adjustable up and down, and obviously in and out depending on wheel track width and obviously wheel size that's required by the farmer. The retaining pins that you can see the pins are tabbed. That's to stop those pins spinning and causing excess wear. You'll find at every joint on the machine, whether it's for those rods or the hydraulic cylinders, where the boom pivots, all are fitted with grease nipples. So this machine is extremely robustly built and designed to give you many years of use. The Pioneer is fitted with a suspended axle. You can see that there are rubber springs that just gives some flexibility in rough conditions. The stub axles are sliding stub axles, so you can extend or retract those stub axles depending on the track width that you require. And braking is obviously standard as well, so this machine is fitted with hydraulic brakes, but as an option you can have air brakes if you so require. You can also see in the picture the little red tap, that's on the bottom of a pressure filter. So part of the filtration system of the machine is a self-cleaning pressure filter. That circulates all the dirty particles up the rubber hose that you see, and they would go round and round the system all day long, and the clean water passes through the filter and off to the nozzles. The machine's fitted with LED road lighting, flashing beacons, and also you can see the two black lights, which are the LED lights for illuminating the width of the boom when you're in field spraying in the dark. It gives the operator a view of all the nozzles in operation. This machine is fitted with 7 boom sections and a DGPS auto section controlling system, which is giving you guidance and automatically switching the sprayer on and off, so you're not overspraying any areas of the field. Also is an automatic boom locking system. So the hydraulic cylinders that you see in the picture, the two of them in the middle of the sprayer with the hydraulic hoses going to them, are an auto locking system. So if you're trying to fold the boom on some uneven ground, so the boom doesn't dip to one side, this auto locking system locks the back frame and just enables the booms to fold evenly, even on uneven ground. Also, you can see the shock absorbers on the machine. Now, all three movements of the boom are controlled, as they are with all of the trailed S&K sprayers. So we're controlling bounce, that's via the hydraulic cylinders and gas accumulators. We're controlling incline, so the boom angling from left to right via some springs and shock absorbers that you can see in the picture. And also we are controlling boom yaw, which is controlling the tip movement forwards and backwards. Those three movements are all controlled as standard. The machine is fitted with 19mm stainless steel spray lines with an auto recirculating system. So every time you turn the sprayer off, or the computer turns the sprayer off, it automatically recirculates the flow in a reverse direction through the spray lines and returns to tank. That means you've got no settling in those spray lines or anywhere else in the plumbing system. It's continually circulating around the system. Also, as an option, you can have variable geometry, so you can angle each wing boom individually. A whole boom tilt facility is standard, but to angle each individual wing boom, variable geometry, that's an option. You can see triplet nozzle bodies are fitted as standard, and they're on this machine with the three different colours of nozzles on them. You can have single nozzle bodies if you want, or a twin nozzle body if you wanted more nozzles than the three. You could have 5.
Also available is the S&K Smart Control Pro system. It is an advanced control system which offers more features than the standard system. These features are controlled via a 10-inch touch colour screen, and some of the features include tractor auto steer, auto boom fold, variable mapping, digital sight gauges, auto fill, auto tank wash, so many more features. So please ask us for details.